Hey Miss Gia's class, welcome to your science video for today. It is Wednesday, June 17th, and we're still talking about materials, and especially recyclable materials. Now, you guys should have, let me open it up for you. Hey Miss Gia's class, welcome to your video for today, Wednesday, June 17th. This is your science video, so we're going to talk more about materials and especially things that you can recycle. I know you guys have done a great job at telling me what we can recycle, how we separate the materials, and now I want you to be creative. So we're going to make a recycling poster, okay? First, today, I'm going to talk to you about some words that you can use on your poster and tell you about them. And then I'm going to show you an example of what my poster would look like. So, here we go. Let's talk about the 5 R's. So when we talk about recycling, we have 5 R's that we can use. Do you know, before I write, let's see, do you know what the R's are? Maybe you know 3 of them. There are 3 that we use a lot. So one of them is the famous, you know what, let me write neater. Hold on. Okay. Recycle. Okay. We have another one that is reduce. Another one which is reuse. So these are the famous 3. And a lot of times people just talk about these 3. But there are 2 more that are also pretty important. So, recycle, reduce, reuse. Then the other one is rot and refuse. So let's talk about the main 3, or the more famous 3, and then I'll tell you about the other 2. So to recycle something, that means you're done using it, and you don't put it in the rubbish, you don't throw it in the trash, you put it in the correct bin so that it gets recycled, or it gets changed into something else. So, for example, if you have a plastic container, you wash it, you clean it, when you are finished, and then you put it in the container for plastic. That way, all the plastic goes together. They take it to a place like we saw in the book about the messy magpie, and there they can melt the plastic and make it into something new. Then we have reduce. So to reduce means to use less of something. For example, I want to reduce the amount of candies I eat. If I want to reduce the candy I eat, it means I want to eat less candy. So I want to go lower. I want to go down. So when we reduce, when we have objects that are like plastic or things that aren't good for recycling, we don't want to use a lot of them, right? So we want to reduce things that we use that cannot be recycled. And then we have reuse. So to reuse something really means to use it again. Miss Gia has her water bottle. You guys have water bottles, which we all reuse. They are not just for one time. We fill them again and again and again, and that's good because we are not throwing away water bottles. We are using them again. We can also reuse old t-shirts, for example. We can use t-shirts to clean. We can use t-shirts to make dog toys. We can use t-shirts to draw on. Maybe you want to draw a pattern on your clothes, but you don't want to draw on your nice clothes. So you can draw on your old clothes. All right? So to reuse something is when you're done using it, you find a different way to use it. Now let's look at these other ones. We have rot. So when something rots, it means that it breaks down. And it's usually something that was once alive. So fruits, vegetables, plants. Rot is used when we talk about compost. Remember, we said in compost we can put in things like apple cores, which is the middle part of the apple, an apple core, banana peel. We can put in grass if we cut the grass. Cut grass. Oops. So all of these things, they start to break down, and that is called rot. And then when they are broken down and finished, we can use it in our garden. And that is like giving plants food. We can't give a plant a whole apple core. They can't eat that. But they can eat it when it rots and breaks down into something smaller. And finally, we have refuse. So refuse is when you say, no, I don't want that. Or no, I'm not going to buy that. For example, let's say you go to the supermarket and you can buy a plastic bag of apples, or you can pick your apples separately. And you maybe have a fabric or a cloth bag to put your apples in. So you can either buy this plastic bag, which that plastic we can't recycle, or you can have your own reusable bag, which you put in the apples. So there's nothing to throw out. There's nothing that we can't recycle because the bag we can use again, and the apple core, it will go in the compost. So refusing means to make the choice to not buy or to not use things that can't be recycled. So when you have those plastic bags, like from the supermarket, sometimes you get plastic bags, those can't be recycled because it's a type of plastic that we don't have a way to recycle. So a better idea is to bring your own bags that are made of cloth, or like these ones from the supermarkets. These can be recycled. These are okay to recycle. But the other plastic bags, they're not easy to recycle, so we have to throw them out. So friends, those are the 5 R's. Now, let me show you what I'm thinking about doing for my poster. Your poster will be on this page, and here you have some space. Here's an example that they did about recycling in the kitchen. Now, I want to encourage you, you can use magazines to cut out pictures, you can print things. It doesn't have to just be drawing. Okay, in fact, I went on the internet and I got some pictures of things that I want to put on my poster. So my poster is going to be all about reuse. So I'm going to write in green, because I think green is like a good environmental color. So I'm going to write a big, let's see, no, you know what? Okay, I'm going to get fancy, because Miss Gia has her magic pen. Okay. I'm going to write big capital letters. And then with my little green pen, oops, nope, hold on. I'm going to try again. Okay, so I made it fancy. Now, these are all items that we can reuse. So water bottles, these are similar to the ones we have at school. These are cloth napkins. So instead of using a paper towel or a paper napkin, you use a cloth napkin. And then you can wash it and use it again. So when it gets dirty, you don't throw it out. You put it in your washing machine with your clothes and you wash it. So that way we don't have to throw anything out. Because paper napkins, your paper towels, when they are dirty, we cannot recycle them. We can only recycle clean paper. So that's why these fabric napkins or these cloth napkins are a good idea, because you wash them and then you use them again. It's cool, right? So I'm going to put that up there. I'm going to put water bottles down here. These, do you know what these are? Yeah, these are metal straws. So instead of a plastic straw, which we cannot recycle, you have metal straws, which you can wash and use again. So you take it with you. Maybe you have one at home. If you go out with friends, maybe you go get, I don't know, a soda, and you like to drink your soda with a straw, you can use your metal straw. And then you wash it and you can use it again. So I'm going to put that up there. And then this down here is, so maybe at your house you use plastic, like a see-through transparent plastic to cover your food. So what they have is this bee wrap. I'll get it for you. Hold on. So here we go. This is what you might use, right? You might use this to cover your food. Okay, which, that's fine, it's plastic. But unfortunately, we cannot recycle this. When you are finished with this, it does not get recycled. It has to be thrown away. So another option is to get this, which is fabric. Okay, so it's like the napkins, but it's covered in beeswax. So it's got this kind of, do you hear that? It's kind of a little rough. And what you do is you take whatever you're going to cover and you cover it, and with your hands, it warms up the wax. And so it gets a little sticky. And that way you can cover something right? You cover something just like you would with this. But you can reuse this when you're done. If I'm done with it, I take it off. Okay. And then I can use it on something else. So this is how I'm going to start my poster. Then I'll say maybe, what can you reuse at home? Maybe I'll put a question so that the person looking at the poster thinks about it, right? And maybe I'll draw, oh, I know, maybe I'll try and draw the arrows, like the recycling arrows. Yeah, I'll draw like that. Okay, and then maybe I'll use a different color. I'll use maybe a blue or this like sky blue. And I'll be like, don't forget. I want to make it bigger though. Okay. Don't forget to bring your water bottle. So if you're going out, maybe you're going on a bike ride, or you're going to school, or you're going on vacation, your water bottle is something really useful that you can bring with you, right? And maybe on my poster, I'm going to write the names of these things. So I will write cloth. Oops, this marker's too fat. It's not going to fit. Napkins. And metal straw over here. And here I'll put wax wrap. Wax wrap. Reusable bottle. It's not gonna fit. Oh no! I have to write really tight together. Okay. So this is an example of what you might do for, well, this is what I did, but you might do something totally different. Okay? And I want you to get creative. Like I said, you can cut things out of magazines, you can print things out from the internet, you can draw, you can use fancy markers, whatever you want to do. But make something that's about recycling or any of the other R's. And if you forget what those are, they are right here. recycle, reduce, reuse, rot, and refuse. Okay, so that was my poster, and I can't wait to see your guys' poster, all right? Send me pictures or bring it to Zoom class when you're done with it. See you tomorrow, friends. Bye!